What's going on, dweeb? I see you walking around school with that big head of yours. Do you really think you're all that? Do you think you're above everyone else? Someone's gotta bring you down a couple of notches, kid. You can't walk around with that cocky, arrogant attitude forever.
What the? Who is this? I wasn't expecting to get a message like this on a Saturday morning. I'm guessing you're someone from school?
Don't act like you don't know me. What are you trying to play at here? You're so popular and cool that you can't remember everyone's name? Honestly, you're just letting everything go to your head, aren't you?
No, actually I'm not. I genuinely don't know what is going on here. I don't even know who you are.
Well, think about it. You've done me wrong. You've done something really to annoy the hell out of me. That should give you a hint as to who I am.
I've done something wrong to annoy you? What? That doesn't really clear up a lot. I mean, I'm generally on pretty good terms with everyone. I don't really do anything to annoy other people. You know what? I don't really know what image you have of me, but I'm not exactly the most popular guy either. Are you sure you're not messaging the wrong person right now?
What are you talking about, man? This is Jaden, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm definitely messaging the right person.
Okay, well, we can't spend our whole weekend wasting time on me trying to guess what I've done wrong. Do you want to do me a favor and just tell me so I can clear it up? I've got better things to do than argue about this.
No, really now? You've got better things to do, do you? Things like what? Tinkering on that little laptop of yours?
Tinkering? Okay, so at least we're narrowing it down a little bit. It's quite clear that you're in the same computer science class that I'm in. Even so, there's still a lot of students in that class. It's still very hard to pinpoint who exactly you are.
You really are useless, aren't you? I guess the only thing you're good at is just tapping away at that computer. It is such a nerd thing to do. I can't believe she's actually interested in you because of it.
She? Who's she?
No, don't act like you don't know. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
I really don't. Is there some girl that you're interested in or something?
This is a bit more than an interest. Her and I are in a relationship, and you're convincing her to cheat on me.
What are you talking about right now? Convincing her to cheat? Who is this girl anyway?
It's Madeline, of course. The same girl that goes to the computer science class.
Madeline? Okay, now I know who you're talking about. But at the same time, she's not dating anyone at the moment. She's just got out of a relationship from what I've heard. Every time she talks to me, she loves talking about it. She keeps talking about how much of an egghead her previous partner was.
What? You'd better be careful what you say to me. I'm already mad enough as it is.
Oh, hold on a second. So this is starting to make a lot more sense now. I'm guessing you're the guy that used to date Madeline?
What do you mean, used to date Madeline? We're still in a relationship. We're still very much boyfriend and girlfriend.
Are you guys really boyfriend and girlfriend, though? From what she was telling me, she considers you guys as good as done. Like, officially. She keeps telling me about how bad her previous guy was. I hope that's not you, but that's what she was telling me.
You really have a lot of nerve, don't you? How about you tell me where you live right now and we can sort this out in person?
What do you mean sort this out? There's nothing to sort out, really.
What?
Do you really think I'm going to tell you my address when it's quite clear that you want to fight me or something?
Well, that's what men do, right? I need to protect my honor. You're clearly trying to steal my girl from me. I need to let you know that's totally not okay.
What are you talking about, man? I haven't been trying to do that in the first place. In fact, I didn't even know that Madeline was interested in me. I thought that she was just talking to me as a friend.
Yeah, right. There's no way you're that oblivious. Any guy would be smart enough to recognize that she's been flirting with you. I mean, everyone else is talking about it. Are you really gonna sit there and pretend that you didn't realize this?
Well, look, I found it a bit weird that she was talking to me a lot more recently, but I wouldn't consider it flirting. I mean, flirting is a lot more overt and explicit than that, right? Aren't I just having a chat?
Yeah, well, it doesn't look like a chat from my point of view. It just looks like you're trying to talk up another man's girl.
Dude, you really need to get that idea out of your head. I'm pretty sure she's not dating you. I mean, have you even been talking to her recently? Have you guys been going on actual dates?
No, we haven't. We're having a little bit of a rough patch at the moment, but that's okay. It doesn't change the fact that she's still my partner.
Well, if that's the case, how about you just go and talk to her?
Are you even listening to what I'm saying? I told you that we're going through a rough patch. We're not meant to be talking to each other.
Dude, I think you really need to be a bit more aware of the situation. I mean, is this really a patch? She's been talking about how awesome it is to be single again, how free she feels. It's liberating, apparently. I think this whole patch thing is your way of dealing with the situation. I think you need to just come to terms with the fact that you guys have broken up. I know that it must hurt and everything, but it's just what you have to do. You know what? I don't really know who you are, but I feel sorry for you. Then again, there are a lot of other girls in the school that you can talk to. How about you just talk to them?
Yeah, right. Look at you try and act as if you're my friend. You're trying to pretend that you care about me. I know the only reason that you're giving me this advice is so that you can have her all to yourself.
Seriously, man? Honestly, I've got a lot of other things on my mind than girls at the moment. I can tell you with a straight face right now that I have no intentions of dating Madeline or anything. I mean, she's the one that constantly walks up to me, right? Do you ever see me actively pursue her?
Yeah, well, it is so obvious what you're trying to do. You're making her pursue you, which is making her like you more. You're playing tactics. Don't act like you're not doing anything.
Honestly, I just go to the computer class and I do my own thing. I focus on my studies and that's it. That's the only intention I have when I go to that class. You're taking this way out of proportion.
Look at you, talking about this computer class like it's the most amazing thing in the world. You're really obsessed over that thing, aren't you? I can't believe Madeline. I mean, does she really like this much of a geek? What's so interesting about a guy that sits at a computer with a slouched, hunched-over posture? I mean, is that really attractive? Is that better than what I was doing?
What were you doing exactly? And you know what? Who are you in the first place?
It's Jeremy. You seriously haven't figured it out yet? You should at least know the boyfriend of the girl that you've been talking to. It's disrespectful, you know?
Hold on a second. Jeremy? Oh, no way. I had no idea it was you. What's happened to you, man? You've never really talked about things this way before. You've never been this emotional.
Oh, shut up. I'm not emotional. I'm just doing what I have to do. I have to shut you down so that you stop toying with my girl. And what do you know about me in the first place? It's not like you and I have even talked.
You're not wrong about that. We're in our final year of high school at the moment, and we haven't talked since the first grade. I don't really know who you are, man, but I just got the impression that you were just an average guy who kept to himself. Nothing that stuck out in particular.
Look at you with that arrogant attitude of yours. You're still trying to put me down, aren't you? Well, I'll have you know that I'm top of the class in everything that I do. I beat you in every regard, except maybe for computer science. I think for that type of thing, only losers like you actually get good at it.
Well, I don't really know how to respond to that. I mean, Bill Gates is one of the richest people in the world, and he was a computer science nerd at some point, right? I wouldn't exactly call him a loser, unless you think you're better than Bill Gates or something.
Do you really think that counts for anything? Anyone can bring up one person who did really well in their field and use them as an example. Think about me. Think about the thing that I'm passionate about. I could bring up Picasso and say that he was a successful individual. But I don't do that. I let the craft speak for itself.
Hang on a minute. That's right. I remember you now. You and I are also in the same art class, aren't we, Jeremy? You're always getting a lot of praise from the teachers for how interesting and unique your works are.
You're not wrong about that, and you're the one that constantly flops in that class. Like, why are you even there in the first place? Why don't you just stick to your nerdy stuff like you should be doing?
You've got a good point there. I could have chosen a different class apart from art and probably done well in it. But here's the thing, my brother does art himself. He said that I could really get good at it if I put my mind to it. He's not too shabby when it comes to designing things. He thought it was genetic or something. I think that you and him would get along. You should definitely have a chat with each other.
Oh yeah, whatever. Do you really think I'm gonna sit here and fraternize with the enemy? Any brother of yours is an enemy of mine. Don't you forget that.
Oh, what the hell, Jeremy? You and I have never had a problem up until now. I know that Madeline is talking to me, but I've already told you that there is nothing going on between us. Do you really want to be enemies? The fact that we have an opportunity to talk with each other right now means that we should try and get along, don't you think?
Like hell we're gonna do that. In what world would you and I get along? We're doing totally different things, and not only that, but you're actually taking my girlfriend away from me. Until you finally decide to step down and stay away from Madeline, there is no way that you and I can be friends.
Well, look, I don't want to sit here and act like I have a high investment in Madeline, but I think she's a decent person. I like talking to her. I don't think it's fair that you get to say whether or not we can have a conversation. The only thing that you can do right now, Jaden, is to accept that Madeline's finished with you.
No way, man. I'm not doing that. I am not going to accept this as reality. I'm not going to accept that she's more interested in a nerd who sits at the computer than me. Like I'm actually a whiz kid with a brush. What is not to like about that?
Is that what this is all about? You just hate the fact that I do computer science and she likes me for it?
That's exactly what this is about. Here's the thing about Madeline. Her and I began dating in the first place because she was attracted to me and my art skills. She thought I was really cool and quirky. She liked that I had a creative side. I could tell that she liked this type of thing a lot, so I was constantly trying to do my best to create new and inspiring art to impress her. I even did one that was a portrait of her, and she absolutely loved it.
Oh, would you look at that? Looks like you guys had a really good relationship with each other.
We did until she started spouting this nonsense that my art was starting to bore her. I couldn't believe what she was telling me. I was so insulted by it. I thought all I had to do was get better and I could win her affection back, you know? So I did art piece after art piece, spent hour after hour every night trying to make something that she would like. She would always look at it and just be unimpressed. She would just say, "Man, I've seen better," and just pass me off. It was so vexing. Anytime that I felt like this was the piece that was going to impress her, she would just take a look at it for a second and just deny it. She wouldn't even recognize how much time I spent on it.
Honestly, that is quite heartbreaking, isn't it? I can imagine why you would feel so hurt.
You don't even know the start of it. Anyway, time went on and I was just toiling and toiling, failure after failure. Our relationship was degrading with every piece that I showed her. After all of which, she said that she lost all attraction towards me and there's no way that she can imagine herself being in a relationship with me. I was absolutely devastated when she told me this. To add insult to injury, she said there was someone else that she liked. Someone with a little bit of mystery and charm that really caught her interest. Can you take a guess who that is?
So it seems like Madeline really is interested in me after all.
Bingo. I've been watching her since we broke up. I've been watching who she talks to, how she behaves. Who is this guy? Who is this mysterious guy with charm that she's supposedly interested in? Was it all a lie? No, it must have been. It must have been a way for her to just put me off her. For me to accept that we're finished. I began to think like that for a while, until I noticed something in the computer class. She was acting very bright and bubbly with you, more so than she usually does. She got me very curious about that stuff she was talking about. It was at that point that I knew. Her feelings towards art had completely changed, and now the things she likes are computer geeks. And what do you know? The person that's at the top of our class is you.
That is crazy. I'll ignore everything you just mentioned, alluding to you kind of stalking her. Do you really think she likes me just for something as simple as that?
What other explanation is there for it? I mean, take a look at yourself. You just love to suck it up, don't you? You love being in that computer class and just answering every question. being the top dog, being the alpha. But take a look at how much of a little weakling you are in the art class. You're at the bottom of the rung. No one even pays attention to you. You're so bad at art that you're actually the joke of the class. Do you even realize that?
Well, I had a feeling that was a possibility. I mean, you're right, I'm not particularly great at art. At the same time, each to their own. You're good at some things, and I'm good at other things. That's just how people work, really. We all just have to play to our strengths. My strength is what I do on the computer, and it's also something that I enjoy.
Oh yeah, right. Listen to you talk about it like you get some genuine enjoyment out of it. The only reason you enjoy it is because you got a girl talking to you, right? Don't try and hide it.
So that's what all of this is about, then. Madeline likes me because I do this computer thing, and you think she should like you because you do art. You see that as more refined or something.
Pretty much. But it's not even just that. I was thinking about it a lot more. And the more I think about it, the more it doesn't make sense. I've watched you for a while now, Jaden. I have a really good idea of the type of person you are and what background you have.
Do you really? That's kind of creepy, you know? You're actually stalking me.
Oh, just shut up. I have a reason for why I'm doing this. Don't think I'm interested in you. I needed to see what exactly it was about you that Madeline liked, and the more I had an understanding of the situation, the more confused I became. I mean, seriously. I've seen your dad pick you up from school. What the hell is that crap box he's driving around in? Is that even functional? Does it even work?
What are you talking about? The car?
So you actually call that thing a car, do you? I'm not even sure if that thing is roadworthy.
Yeah, well, it's an old vehicle, but it's part of the family. We've been using it for a long time now. My dad has a lot of affection for it.
He has affection for something like that? That's like getting a t-shirt, soaking it in the mud, and then putting it on saying it's your favorite t-shirt. It is absolutely disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself. It's disgraceful.
Yeah, well, be it as it may, that's the type of car my dad likes. Why? What does this have to do with anything?
Well, it just shows you something, doesn't it? It's insightful. It shows how poor you are. It shows the type of background you have. I mean, seriously, compared to the type of background I have, it's nothing. Why would Madeline be attracted to something like that? It's illogical. She should love me.
Well, you might have a point there. Everyone knows about how wealthy your family is. I mean, your dad owns a car dealership or something.
He sure does, and he's quite good at what he does. He's a very good salesman. He's been doing it his whole life, and he's accumulated quite a comfortable fortune. He's been teaching me his techniques, you know. Every now and then, I help him out at the car dealership. Can you imagine a young man like me actually selling cars? It's quite impressive, wouldn't you agree?
I'm not gonna lie, I can't even imagine it. A guy like you in a suit? People actually listen to a little kid, don't they?
Hey, I'm an adult. And you know what? It's not about what you look like. It's about your aura. And my aura portrays someone that they can trust, someone who's gonna do well. Despite all of that, despite everything that I'm doing and how great I am, Madeline still doesn't like me. She still likes you over me. Like, what the hell? Why? I need the answer. What am I doing wrong?
I can see that you're emotional about this. I'm really sorry that you have to go through this, man. I wish I could help you in some way, but I don't really understand how this works either. It's just how girls work, I guess. At one point they like something, and then at another point they like another thing. They're constantly changing. I understand that, but to a certain degree, she has to use her head, right? Like, what future are you going to be able to offer her when we graduate? Like, you're going to start working at some sort of tech company and have a hunched over posture. What happens next? You guys have kids and then they're just going to mimic the same thing you do? Is that really what she wants for her family? Doesn't she want financial stability? Doesn't she want to date a guy who's actually competent and knows what he's doing? It boggles the mind.
I seriously want to know why she would do this.
Sounds like you really like her a lot, man.
Of course I do. I treated her right and she goes off and does this to me? I am not gonna accept it. I am not gonna back down.
All right, well, I don't really know what to tell you. I mean, it sucks that you guys broke up and everything. I don't really have any intentions of dating Madeline, but I still want to be her friend. I'm still gonna be talking to her.
Are you sure that's the decision you want to make, Jaden? Have you even thought about the consequences?
What consequences? I'm just acting the same way I've always done. I'm not doing anything bad.
I am telling you right now, if you keep this up, I'm gonna make sure that you're in for a world of hurt. I'm not gonna let you keep talking to my woman the way that you've been doing.
Even after everything that we talked about, you still think that she's your woman? You've got to learn to give it up, man. I think you're a pretty decent guy. You and I could get along if you wanted.
Do you really want to fight over some girl? I'm only doing this because it's what's right. You've dirtied my honor, and I have to protect it somehow.
Oh, come on, man. That is so stupid. Use your brain, Jeremy. You don't need to do something like this. You're actually gonna try and go after me for something like this? It is so stupid.
Seems like you've made your decision then, Jaden. Fine, I can't do anything to argue against you, but you better be prepared for when you come to school next. I'm not gonna let you get away with this easily. Hey bro, thanks for helping me out with the computer science homework. I really suck at this stuff, man. I don't know if I'm ever gonna graduate if I can't pull myself together. At least I've got you by my side helping me with one of the hardest subjects. Hopefully I can pull through.
Hey Matt, not to worry. We're brothers after all, right? This is what I'm meant to do. I'm gonna graduate this year and I want you to follow behind me. We're gonna make sure that that becomes a reality, bro, I promise.
Are you sure, man? Because apart from my art class, everything else just goes to hell. I mean, the math teacher talks about the problems and he writes up the formulas on the board, and it basically looks like another language to me. I can't distinguish what's a number and what's a letter. In the science class, whenever we have experiments, I make a huge mess. It's absolutely horrible. The number of times I've gotten in trouble with the teacher is enough to get me expelled. Thankfully, I've been able to explain that I'm just really bad at science. It's not for me. And look, every other subject is pretty much the same. I'm absolutely hopeless at all of them. The only thing that I'm really good at is art class, and maybe computer science, but even then, having you by my side only gets my grades to an average. It's not particularly fantastic, is it?
Look man, I don't want you to think about that type of thing. It's fine, you were blessed with a certain skill set, and you should be using it. You shouldn't really care if your grades are bad or not in any of the other classes. I'm pretty sure the school understands what type of guy you are as well. I mean, it's not like you're a bad student or anything. You're not going around writing graffiti on the walls. You're actually trying your best here, and I'm pretty sure the teachers are gonna appreciate that. Especially in the type of school that we go to. You know how many delinquents we got walking around.
Tell me about it. Do you really need to remind me? I still see their faces when I go to sleep at night.
So that thing is still persisting, huh? What are these guys ever gonna learn?
How do you do that, bro?
Do what?
How do you remain optimistic and strong even though you're getting picked on all the time?
Don't you already know the answer to that, Matt? Their little attempts to put me down and make me feel bad about myself are futile. Just the mere fact that they're trying to harass me shows that they're the ones with the problem, not me.
What do you mean by that?
Well, think about it. Sure, there are lots of people out there who are physically strong. They can overpower me. They can overpower you. It's pointless for us to try and resist them, but the mere fact that they're trying to strong-arm us means that they're weak in a different area.
You mean in stuff like school? There are some guys out there that are even worse than me, to be honest.
I'm not talking about that, man. I'm talking about their mind. They're weak emotionally. They're weak spiritually. Because they're so weak in that realm, they have to go out of their way to enforce their power through the physical realm. So even though that group of kids are picking on you for the type of drawings you do, you have to realize that you have something special. You have something special that they're jealous of, and that's the only reason why they're picking on you. Do you really think that's the reason? Man, I honestly think it's because I don't go to the gym. Look at how small and meek I am. And not only that, but take a look at yourself. I guess our genes don't allow us to be really big guys, huh? It doesn't, but who cares? I'm totally happy with the type of guy I am. Are you happy with the type of person that you are, Matt? Well, I don't know how to answer that, to be honest. Like, I want to be proud of the type of person I am. I don't really care for the fact that I'm not good at math or science or anything else at school. I'm an absolute gun when it comes to doing art. I'm so good at it, I get praised by all the teachers for it. And you know what? Whenever I do that thing, I have so much fun. It's the thing that I enjoy the most. It's what I'm passionate about. I take a lot of pride in it. But then whenever I get messed with, it's always about my designs and what I draw. I mean, other kids say that everything I do is stupid. I had some designs in my book for a clothing range that I wanted to release when I'm older. I thought they were really cool. They're not the standard thing that people like to wear all the time, but it was a really interesting design that I think would really catch on. Despite that, those boys came up and saw what I was drawing. They ripped the page from my book. Those lowlifes, did they really do something like that? They did, bro. You have no idea how infuriated I was with what they were doing. I tried to get that piece of paper back. I spent so long drawing those designs. They were going to be my best work. I fought with everything I could to get that paper back, but one of them held me back as the other one scrunched it up in front of me. What did they do after that? Did they throw it away or something? Did you manage to recover it? Look, I could have recovered it if I wanted to, but there's no way I would have done it in the state that it was in. What do you mean in the state that it was in? It was just scrunched up, right? No, man, they went even further than that. You're not gonna believe what they did. Matt, tell me right now. You're not gonna like it, man. I don't think I should tell you. I can see that you're getting very angry about it. Matt, you're gonna tell me right now or else I'm telling Dad. You can choose which one is better. Alright, fine, I'll tell you. But I don't want you to do anything about this. I'm pretty sure this is gonna stop over time. Basically, the guy scrunched up the paper and then he dropped it near a tree. Okay, was that it? No, he started to urinate on it, man. He urinated on my designs. Matt. After that, his friend released me and they walked away, laughing about what happened. They even said, with their finishing touches on it, that they had actually made a better final design. They went as far as to say that they improved it. Right, I've had enough. What do you mean you've had enough? What are you gonna do, Jaden? What do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sort those guys out myself. Oh, don't do that. I mean, I know they're in a lower grade than you and everything, but they're still really big. Man, this is my problem. I have to be the one to sort it out, right? This isn't fair. Sure, the guys at the school can mess with me as much as they want. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. But for someone to be mistreating my brother for something like this when he's actually doing something good for the world, it's just not on. They need to know that what they're doing is not okay. Someone needs to stand up to them. Well, what are you gonna do, man? You're not gonna do that for me, are you? That's my responsibility. I should be the one standing up to them. Then why not? How about you show me where they are? Let me come with you. They need to know that you're not gonna take this lying down. You are not gonna tolerate this. You need to put them in their place, Matt. Hey, how are you? How's the best dad in the whole wide world? Your 70th birthday is coming up on the horizon, Dad. Don't think that Matt and I have forgotten. I know you want to keep everything in the shadows and just pretend that you don't exist, but for better or worse, your sons actually care about you. We know that your birthday is coming up and we're planning to do something.
Even to this day, you kids are a bunch of rascals, aren't you? When are you gonna accept that your old man's time is done? I'm irrelevant now. You guys don't need to care for me. You guys have your own endeavors and whatnot, right? I'm pretty sure that men like my sons are too busy to celebrate something as meaningless as a birthday.
Dad, what are you talking about right now? This is your 70th, right? We're gonna honor how far you've come. You seriously think that we're not gonna celebrate your birthday? And don't put yourself down like that all the time. You know how much you mean to us, right? You taught me and Matt everything we know. There's no way that we could have gotten as far as we have if it wasn't for you.
Oh, come on, son. Don't give me all the credit for that. It's your hard work that matters at the end of the day. How much you put in is important.
I get that, Dad. I do. But you're the one who taught me that in the first place. Without your teachings, I wouldn't be the person that I am now. So you know what? Regardless of what you say and what you desire, we're going to be celebrating your birthday. And it's going to be a hell of a time too.
Alright, so how are we gonna do this then? You know, I'm kind of a busy man myself. I don't have a lot of time. I'm still managing that factory, you know?
I know, Dad, I know. But surely you can sacrifice one day to hang out as a family, right? Don't forget that Matt and I are going to take time out of our day to spend time with you too.
Looks like I don't have a say in this matter then. Let's have fun as a family then.
Of course. Well, here's the thing that I've been thinking about. I want to have a dinner together. I've already made the reservations. I've got the whole family booked. You, Matt, myself, and Mom. What do you think? Does that sound like a good day to you?
Sounds fine enough to me. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about getting something for free. You are gonna be the one who's paying for all of this, right?
Well, maybe. I mean, the place we're going to is quite high-end. I know it's not going to be cheap. But at the same time, Matt's not doing so bad for himself, so he'll pay for a portion of the meal too. But I don't want you to worry about a thing. This one's going to be on us. This is going to be your 70th birthday. Let's make it one that you'll never forget.
Hey bro, how are you doing? I know that you're really busy, so just reply to me when you can. I was thinking about Dad's birthday that's coming up. We need to make arrangements for him. We also need to get him a gift. This is our dad we're talking about. He taught us everything that we know. We've got to make this one really special for him.
Yo, what's going on, Matt? I always have time for my little bro. How are things? How's the designing going? Anyway, yeah, you're not wrong about that. We do need to do something for him. And don't worry, I've already taken the initiative and booked a restaurant for all of us to eat at. We're all fine in that department.
Are you kidding, man? You actually booked a restaurant? Here I was thinking that was my job. I already booked a place too.
No way. I guess great minds think alike, don't they?
Well, what are we gonna do about this? Are we just gonna have 2 dinners or something? I know that over the years, you and I have increased our appetites and whatnot, but there's no way that I can go to 2 fancy restaurants in one night. Something in my soul says that's a really bad thing to do. I wouldn't feel right with myself if we did that.
You're not wrong about that, bro. I'd feel the same way. Well, how about this? I've already decided on the restaurant, so maybe you can decide on the gift.
That is not a bad idea. I guess food was always your expertise in the first place anyway. So, a gift for Dad. What do we even get this guy? He's not exactly young anymore. I can hardly think that he would love a decked out sports car at his age.
No, Dad has never been that type of guy. I mean, to this day, he's still trying to repair that old car he's had ever since we were younger, right?
It is amazing that thing is still around. Cars won't do. He'll never part ways with that car.
What about jewelry?
Are you kidding me, man? I think that's even worse than cars. You don't really see Dad walking around with bling on him, right?
You're not wrong about that.
So, if that's the case, what should we get him? I mean, the guy doesn't even smoke cigars, right? Everything that you would assume a guy would like, Dad doesn't do. He's just so simple.
He is really simple, isn't he?
I'm pretty sure he'd be fine with something that came from the heart, but at the same time, you want to actually get him something exquisite, right? Something that he actually enjoys.
That's right.
What a tough decision. Well, how about this? You know the type of things that I'm involved in, right? You know about the merchandise I create. There is actually a little product that I've created recently, a watch. It's probably one of the most exquisite things that I've created, and it's something that I don't even think Dad knows about yet. Oh, you're talking about that thing, right? I heard it's really popular at the moment. It's become the next Rolex or something. Yeah, exactly. It is incredibly difficult to manufacture, and it's expensive to boot. Actually, you know what? As it happens, you know the factory that Dad owns. I've actually got them assembling it there. They're the ones that create it. I'm pretty sure he doesn't even realize it. I think he'd be so happy to actually receive one himself. You know what, bro? That's a great idea. I think a watch is exactly the type of thing that he would really appreciate, especially one that was designed by you. So, do you want to go to this factory and manufacture it or something? No, not exactly. I mean, we could do that, but don't you think it would be better to buy it in a store that has more sentimental value, right? You can also get the nice box with it and everything. Sure, you're not wrong about that. Okay, well, I guess that's what we're gonna do. I'll go to one of those high-end shopping centers and check out the shops that they have in the mall there. I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to come across the watch. Hold on, bro. Are you sure you want to do that? I know how busy you are managing your own company. You don't have the time to do that, surely? Hey, between the two of us, I think you're the one who's busier than me. At this point, my company is basically running itself. I think you and that designing work are a bit different. The work never stops for you. You're constantly thinking about something, right? You're always trying to be creative. You're not wrong about that, I guess. My work really never ends, does it? So can I rely on you to get the watch as well? For sure, man. Don't sweat it. Just leave that to me. Okay, I will. But I kind of feel bad about this. Like, you're the one who made the reservations for the restaurant, right? And now you're actually gonna go get that watch as well? It's like I didn't have any contribution to Dad's birthday at all. Hey, I'll let him know that you were the one who bought it. This can be our little secret. You just keep up the good work and I'll handle everything else. Wow, just wow. Who would have thought that a blast from the past like you would actually turn up at my store? What the hell do you think you're doing, man? Do you really think you have the right to walk into a place like this? Look, I know exactly what is going on here. I know exactly what happened. You had a little bit of an emotional attachment to all those beatings I gave you back when we were in high school, didn't you? You've been holding on to that emotional connection to me for so long. The connection was so powerful that you actually tracked me down. You tracked where I was working just so that you could get another beating. Well, you know what? You're welcome. I'm not the type of guy that enjoys doing charity service all the time, but you got me in a really good mood today, so I thought, why not? But let me tell you now, dweeb. I don't ever want to see you come into my store again, you hear me? I don't want you ruining the atmosphere that we have here. Is this really the way that you treat your customers, Jeremy? And not only that, but you actually still call me dweeb after all these years? You really haven't grown up, have you? What do you mean I haven't grown up? Look at where I'm working, man. I'm working at one of the high-end shops for watches. We sell the best of the best here. It's definitely better than whatever you've been doing. What do you mean? You don't even know what I'm doing. I don't need to know what you've been doing. I can already see the consequences of it. Look at the way you're dressed today. You're all shabby. You're basically on the level of a hobo. Do you really think that's the appropriate attire to be walking into my store? And do you really think I'm gonna let you stink up the place with your stench? Well, you thought wrong, buddy. We actually have a standard here. We don't just let anyone walk into the store. You have to have a refined taste to be able to work here.
Okay then, Jeremy. And I'm guessing that's exactly what you have, right? You've got refined taste?
You're damn right I do. Let's just face the facts. You and I both know the type of guy I was. You know how much artistic sense I had. And we both know how much artistic sense you didn't have. But even so, let's just say you were up to par, Jaden. Let's say you actually dressed the way you were supposed to and walked into the store. Even if you tried to pretend to be someone that you're not, I could see right through it. I already know the type of guy that you are. I already know that you won't be able to appreciate this type of thing.
Really now? Are you sure about that? Do you really need to be an A+ student in art to be able to buy a good watch? I mean, let's face it, all the watches that you have in there are objectively pretty. Anyone would kill to have one of those watches. I don't think I need to have some sort of vague concept like artistic sense to be able to buy a good watch. And you know what? At the end of the day, it is my money anyway. You don't get to tell me how I use it.
Yeah, well, I get to say who gets to walk into my store or not. A piece of crap like you doesn't deserve to be in here.
A piece of crap? Is that really what I am? You don't know me. You don't know what I have done for the past 20 years.
I don't, but I know what you did all those years ago. I know you didn't let up on Madeline. You were still talking to her even way back then.
You're still holding a grudge for that, aren't you? Do you even remember what happened? Man, I turned her down. We didn't end up dating and you're still hung up on her?
That girl was meant to be the love of my life, and you stole her away from me. You poisoned her mind. You made her think that I was something less than what I am. So, yes, I'm gonna hold a grudge against you, and I don't think it's petty at all. I think I'm only right. I'm justified in holding this grudge against you.
I really don't have any words to say to you, Jeremy. I can't believe that you can be this childish after all these years. I'm gonna come back another day, and I hope you're not here. I'm gonna buy that watch.
No, you're not gonna be buying a watch here. Do you even know the type of watches that we have here? We have this one watch that has been made by an absolute genius.
Genius?
Yeah, he goes by the name of Matt. Have you ever heard of him? Of course you haven't. A simpleton like you would never know who this guy is.
Really now? A guy named Matt, huh? Oh, you got me. I probably don't know who that is.
That's right. And the fact of the matter is, if you aren't good enough and you don't have an appreciation for it, you can't appreciate the type of watches that he creates. I mean, he's an absolute god. He is so good at what he does. I've been admiring his work for a long time. Do you know that he's as young as us too? His designs launched off and got really popular ever since he graduated from high school. I mean, can you believe that? Can you believe being that successful at that age? Now that right there is a true man. That's a guy that works hard. He is nothing like you. He's not some hobo living on the street thinking that he can walk into a store like this.
This is gold entertainment. You still think I'm a hobo?
Well, what is it that you even do in the first place?
Do you really think I'm gonna give you the privilege of knowing what I do after everything you've done, Jeremy? You've insulted me beyond measure.
Oh, look at that. Someone's trying to get scary. You don't scare me, dude. You're still that same little wimp that you were in high school. But you know what? I don't even know why I'm asking you in the first place. It is so obvious to me. You're a factory hand or something, right?
Huh?
Yeah, I can tell by the way that you look. You're so sloven and disgusting to look at. You should really be ashamed of yourself, man. I thought you would have actually done something with your life, but what can I say? You're only ever gonna follow in your dad's footsteps, aren't you? I heard that he works in a factory too. Like father, like son, isn't it?
You're really making a lot of assumptions right now, aren't you, Jeremy? You have no idea what I've been involved in.
I don't need to know. I already know as plain as day. You're a dirty, disgusting factory hand.
That's a lot of disdain for someone who works in the place that you do. Don't you think that the parts that you get for those watches come from a factory? Don't you realize that most things are actually built by factories?
Cares? They're at the bottom of the pyramid. Everyone is basically stepping on their heads to get to the top. I mean, look, I'm not trying to be malicious or anything, but that's just the way it is. That's how society is built. Even right now, I'm pretty sure that you're getting very angry about the way that I'm talking to you. You're getting very emotional. Well, you can get as emotional as you want, Jaden. The facts are facts. You can't change them. If you really want to stop this treatment, you'd better do something with your life. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to be the only one who treats you this way. Everyone else will too, until you decide to do something with yourself.
You have a lot of arrogance for a guy that's just working in a store as a customer clerk. Where does all that pride come from?
Well, hey, what I do is 1,000 times better than what you do. So if you ask me, I'm in a position to boast. Anyway, you know how it is now. You don't get a second warning. You realize that? Don't you dare come back into my store. Just go back to that miserable little factory and work alongside your father. Go back to where you belong. And let me tell you right now, if I ever see you come back to the store, it's gonna be more than just a little bit of a whopping. You're gonna wish that you were never born.
Hey bro, so did you actually get the watch? I told you to send me a photo afterwards, right? You're making me nervous. I really want to see it.
Hey Matt, there were a couple of complications at the store. I won't be getting that watch.
What did you just say? Complications? Why? What the hell could have happened? You just go in there, hand over the money, and get the watch, right? Does it get any harder than that?
Well, when a guy like that works there, it's quite difficult. You're not gonna believe who I came across.
What do you mean? Who was it?
Do you remember the guy who was harassing me in high school?
The guy who can't get over his girlfriend, right?
Yeah, that one. It's been 20 years and he still hasn't gotten over her. He has been holding a grudge against me for this long.
No way. You actually came across him at that store? That is unbelievable. So what happened?
Well, he kicked me out of the store, or should I say, pushed me out, and told me to never come back again. He has got no idea that you're the one who makes the watches for that store. And in addition to that, he has no idea that our dad's the one who's sending them to that store from the factory.
No way. How could a guy be so clueless? So he stopped you from getting the watches, huh? Did he rough you up a bit?
He did, but it wasn't that bad. I mean, you and I have gotten bigger over the years, right? We're not those meek little kids anymore. He may be an adult now, but I had no reason to fight back against him. That just felt really immature. I don't want to do something like that.
You probably did the right thing, man. But then again, we need this watch. Maybe we can just go to a different retailer and get a box from there.
You know what? We could do that. But I was thinking about something different. I think we can really hurt this guy where it matters.
What do you mean, hurt him?
Well, look, I didn't want to hurt him physically. I don't want to go to jail over this, but I'm really insulted by what he did today and all the things that he's done to me over the years. I think it's about time that I got my payback. So anyway, here's what I have in mind.
Come on, Brody, man, are you really serious right now? Are you really gonna lay me off for something like this? What the hell? What I did wasn't even that bad in the first place. You're totally overreacting about this. You've got no idea what type of customer we had. He walked in like he was crazy. He was out of control. I only worked within my limits. I was doing what I was supposed to do as an employee here. Why would you listen to the story of a customer over what I have to say? I've been working here for so long.
Jeremy, you can try and make it out to be whatever you want, but the fact of the matter is that we've got the video footage there. We've also got the customer's testimony.
Okay, fine.
Sure, maybe I might be telling you a little bit of a lie right now, but at the same time, I'm one of your most valued employees, right? Like, do you know how many watches I sell here? You know how much of a good guy I am. You don't want to lay me off for this. Think about how much money I could be making you. Did you even put that into your calculations? You know, sometimes the customer isn't always right.
Well, you're not wrong about that, Jeremy. The customer isn't always right. Sometimes it's better not to listen to them. But you don't even realize the consequences of your actions. Yes, you've irritated a customer, but you've also irritated a business partner.
A business partner? What do you mean by that?
Because of what you did, the person that supplies us with these watches and assembles them for us doesn't want to distribute them to our store anymore. They say that they felt betrayed by our trust and they can't respect the employee that we have here. Apparently, he looks down on factory hands.
What? What a baseless assumption.
As long as we have that employee, they're not going to send us the watches. And you know how well these watches are selling lately, right? They're as expensive as they are, but people can't get enough of them. They're all the rage right now. This Matt character is a real genius.
Tell me about it. If only I could see his face at some point. I'd really just love to marvel at it.
Would you really now? Interesting. Well, anyway, this business partner of mine said that they don't want to work with you as long as you work in the store. That is, unless you apologize to a particular person.
I have to apologize to someone? Are you talking about that guy that I kicked? Hell no. I'm not doing that in a million years. That guy can get screwed. You have got no idea what he's done to me in the past.
Well, thankfully for you, it's not him. It's someone else.
Someone else? Well, if that's the case, bring them on. I'll apologize to anyone. As long as it's not Jaden. That guy's a piece of crap, man. I don't know what he's told you, but he is evil to the core.
If you say so. Anyway, I'm gonna send you the contact information of the person, and I want you to do well with that apology. These people are very important and they're very powerful. You don't want to tick them off.
Hey, so I've had a little bit of a situation with my manager. He actually wants to fire me from the job that I've been doing for the past 20 years. Can you believe that? After all the loyalty I've shown to the store and everything, he wants to get rid of me now? It is just so insulting. So, yeah, unless I apologize to you, I'm not going to be able to keep my job. That's why I'm messaging you right now. I'm not really sure who you are, and I'm not even sure what I should be apologizing for. I don't know how it affected you, but basically, I gave this guy Jaden a little bit of a rough up when he came to my store, and then I kicked him out. Somehow, that's related to you. So, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being violent towards this guy. I wonder what he means to you, though. He must be your boyfriend or something.
Well, this must be Jeremy. I was waiting for your message to get to me. Thank you for the apology. I happen to be that person's brother. My name is Matt.
Oh, so now I'm apologizing to the brother, am I? More like his mommy. The guy is too afraid to talk to me face to face. He wants to do this through his brother? That is pretty pathetic. Anyway, if you're his brother, I don't want anything to do with you either. You're probably as scummy as he is.
You have no idea what my brother Jaden does. He's a lot more than you think he is.
Oh, come on, seriously? We're still gonna be talking about that? Look, it is so obvious that he works in a factory. I mean, I know he was really good at that computer science stuff, but look at how he dresses. He never got anywhere in life. He just went and followed in his dad's shoes, much like you, I'm guessing. You are making a mistake about both of us, and I'm gonna correct you about my brother first. You see, the fact of the matter is that he's not a factory worker. He owns his own business, and you can guess which industry he's involved in. What? You think his brother is making up a cute little fairy tale for me? How amazing is that? Do you really want me to listen to this?
If you want to be an adult and actually listen to what people say, then yes, you do want to listen to this. What I'm telling you right now is the truth. My brother loved working with computers, but he wanted to upscale it. He didn't want to just be the guy that works on them. He wanted many people to be doing that. Because of that, he started up his own company. He owns a company? As if. That guy dresses like crap. Only because he takes after our father. Our dad doesn't care for the exterior, he cares for the interior heart of a man. Oh, wow. Give me a break. My brother's company grew quite big very quickly because of how much work he put into it. He became successful a little later than I did. Alright, so you're successful as well, apparently. This is just hilarious. It never ends. So, what are you supposedly successful with? Well, take a look at my name. You know my name is Matt, right? Who's the one that makes those watches in there? Yeah, what a joke. You don't expect me to believe that, do you? You're the one that makes those watches? I'd rather believe in Santa Claus. You doubt what I'm saying? I can show you the designs if that clears everything up. I've got a whole lot of evidence to show you that my brother and I are not the people who you think we are. So, you're actually saying that you're the Matt? The guy who designed these watches? That type of coincidence wouldn't happen in a million years. I know, and it's actually happened. Scary, isn't it? Anyway, because of the amount of insults you've incurred upon my brother, we're not going to sit by and take this lightly. Our father taught us not to be picked on by other people. We had to stand up for our dreams. It's because of our father's teachings that we've become the men that we are today. You've apologized to me, Jeremy, but I don't feel that you've really let go. You still harbor a lot of hatred even towards a person that you haven't met yet. Because of that, we're not going to retract our decision. Until your manager decides to fire you, we're not going to be sending our watches to that store. Wait, it's true, isn't it? You're the guys that sent us those watches, aren't you? You're telling the truth, right? I am. What the? Oh, I can't believe I've basically been insulting my idol. And not only that, but just how successful are you guys anyway? I feel like I'm talking to the Illuminati or something. We're probably a lot more successful than you think we are. By the way, my brother said that you like to slander our father and just call him a factory hand. It's true. When we were in high school, that is exactly what he was doing. But because of our dad's persistence and hard work, the CEO decided to pass down the company not to his own son, but to our dad. He felt like it would be in better hands with him there. And what do you know, he's taken the factory to new horizons. He's even expanded it. So we're more powerful than you even realize. Well, whoop-de-doo. Good for you guys. Do you think I give a damn? Go on then. Fire me, make me unemployed. This isn't gonna be the end for me. I still have my dad to fall back on. You're not the only one that's successful. You know what? You're right about that. You aren't the only one with a successful family, but it's because of that reason that we're gonna punish you. What do you mean by that? You'll see. You'll see in due time. As it happens, our dad was really close with Jeremy's father. Jeremy's father always had a tough time trying to raise his kid. He always struggled with the emotional problems that he wasn't able to manage. He was so emotionally unstable that he didn't want his son to work at the car dealership anymore, despite his skills. When he realized how his son was behaving and that he had slighted one of his closest friends, he didn't want to be lenient with his son anymore. He sent Jeremy to work on a farm in the middle of nowhere. He said until he could find his humility, he'll never come back. And most of all, he needs to give an earnest apology to me and my brother. As for things with our family, this was a really interesting story to tell our father on his birthday night. He had a really good laugh about it. He also really appreciated the watch that we presented to him. When we told our father that we had resolved this problem not with our fists, but with wit and cunning, he gave us his approval. He told us that he was really proud of us and he wants us to continue at this pace. With that in mind, I'm going to continue designing more merchandise for people to enjoy. I want to see them wearing it on the streets when I go out daily. and my brother is thinking about expanding his IT companies. In the meanwhile, Jeremy is going to be on some farm in the middle of nowhere, thinking about what happened to him, holding another grudge for what my brother and I did to him. To think this all started just because of a girl. That guy was a really simple-minded creature. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future.